Briefing in progress.
Stopping in, we've been tapping in. We ain't never late, dropping gems, we've been locking in. Now let's elevate, took else to win, running laps again. This is steady race, people's champ, boy. Yeah, you know I've been a heavyweight. Stopping in, we've been tapping in. We ain't never late, dropping gems, we've been locking in. Now let's elevate, took else to win, running laps again. This is steady race, people's champ, boy. Yeah, you know I've been a heavyweight.
I feel like I gotta let out all that air that like my gut was just holding on to. As I was like holding my breath to reach.
That air in you like him.
Huh?
What was that sound?
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome to part 3. We already did Insomnia Hour. We did Popcorn Poppy. So we are going to be moving into the playground. Because the playground is where I spent most of my days. Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you waiting for that one or that?
I wasn't.
No?
Because like at that moment, I was like, what is our playground song? And I was like, I don't think we have one. And that's just what flowed naturally.
I thought you was going to come with like the recess song or something.
So I thought about that, but it's like, it's just beats like,
That's
boom,
pretty,
boom, boom, like that. I was
pretty
like,
good.
but I was like, if you didn't know that's what I was doing, you wouldn't
Facts.
know that beat.
Facts.
But I mean, we could just get right into it, to the part. It's like, you know, the biggest thing that we have to say is big ups to Demar Hamlin and his family. Like, he was released from the hospital. The NFL made sure to show the picture of him actually in the hospital enjoying the game. Like, they played it like at every single game. I thought it was super dope.
NFL elected not to play the game.
Yes, the game was canceled. To many fantasy championships' dismay. There's a lot of debate. There was a lot of heat going around, and like everybody was kind of fumbling around trying to figure out how to move forward. That was kind of tough. But like the most important thing is that like not only did he leave the hospital fully healthy, but it's just like, you know, because it looked like it was going a different way like at one point in time. And it's just like, you know, the Buffalo Bills fully guaranteed the rest of his contract, so that way he could get his
salary.
Is 100% of his money for that. So like that's, you know, good on their part because they didn't have to.
And the first thing that man said when he woke up,
did we win?
Did we win?
Do you think that like that quote is true, or did somebody just make that up? Because the doctor said you won at the game of life or something like that.
It's tough. I don't care if it's fake. How many other
I think it's fake as hell.
I mean, how much?
How
much other stuff ain't valid that people walking around believing in? Like, this is a feel good moment, so why not?
Huh?
I love it. I like the fact that man woke up still caring about football, still positive about life, and then he eventually got to go home with his family. So
they said the most emotional that he was, like even after hearing about the situation, like none of that really got to him. But then when he found out like how much money that people had donated, he said that's the thing that like really, because like he just didn't expect that level of kindness from people, because like it's real easy, you know, like football is an adversarial sport. Like, you know, people obviously have their ties and like their fan bases or whatever, and it's like for everybody to give such an outpouring of love, like that was really moving for him, and I thought that was super dope as well.
I thought it was dope. There was some distastefulness this weekend. So several people hit the message boards. I don't even know what to say. I would say upset at a number of different teams' celebrations during prevalent plays in their game. So like I know the Steelers made a sack and they did the whole CPR resuscitation thing, which I've been told they've been doing the entire season.
I ain't never seen it.
How many Steelers games have you watched though?
I watched Red Zone. I was like, I ain't never seen that out there.
Right. So
sure, if that's your guys' thing, that's fine.
Right. But it wasn't like, just the Steelers. It was like 2 or 3 other teams.
Was it? I've only seen the Steelers. Huh?
Yeah, no, it was 2 or 3 other teams. I forget if it was a touchdown or a fumble recovery or what. I want to say it was like 2 other teams that did the same thing. So people were just really upset.
Read the room.
Distasteful. Exactly. And so it was just kind of weird. It was kind of weird. And
I feel like it'd be different if like T.J. Watt, for instance, Defensive Player of the Year, all this other type of stuff. If this was T.J. Watt's known celebration, like what was it? Jared Allen used to do the whatchamacallit, and like everybody like I was gonna call them sack stars, but it's like, you know, like our sack leaders usually like they have a specific celebration that they do, and it's like that's not the case. So it's like apparently it's a Steelers celebration or like whatever these other teams were, and it's just like to me, I'm like, no, read the room. Like we can actually save that for next season.
Right.
Well, I mean, they're gonna have to anyways. It's not that like they're going to the playoffs.
Right.
But
I think one of the other teams was the Bengals.
There's no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro.
Or maybe the team playing the Bengals. I'm gonna find out exactly who it was, but it was another team.
I was just saying, ain't no way. If the Bengals did it, like I know that they were a little bit sour about hearing that their home field advantage didn't come down to a coin flip. But like I don't think that they'd be that sour because like that's a little OD.
Yeah, it was terrible. So yeah, we have the linebacker from the Steelers. Madden removed it from the video game because I guess it was a celebration in the video game.
Got me.
Yeah, it's only saying the Steelers right now.
Oh, but yeah, so like nothing but good news there. I hope that like the Buffalo Bills use this as some sort of fuel to like, you know, it'd be nice to see him hoist the Super Bowl trophy, like if that's what it comes down to. Obviously, like my team stands in the way of that, and like I want my team to win, but like I would not be upset to see that man hold the Super Bowl trophy.
Why did somebody send me a message that was like, you know what? I have to make sure to look it up because I want to make sure that I get all of this terrible shenanigans correct, all of it. Where's that? No, give me a second, please. Give me a second.
What are you talking about? Is this about Demar Hamlin?
Yes. Well, it's not about Demar Hamlin, but it's basically it's some whack Patriot fan stuff.
Oh man, but we know that they're the worst though.
Yeah, so it says NFL script writers giving the Bills their first kick return touchdown in 3 years and 3 months on their first play since Demar Hamlin's injury. Another one in the third quarter on third down. I'm like, y'all reaching. And it was like,
because first of all, y'all played like trash.
Right. He was like, you just don't think it makes any sense? I was like, you mean kind of like the Patriots building a dynasty right after 9/11?
Possible. Are you one of those people that like you're like, oh, like this is what the NBA wants, or like this is what the NFL wants, and like they wrote it like, or they're doing like this on purpose? I guess like a conspiracy theories, I guess, is like the only.
There are some games that seem shaky, and I have made the comment scripted sometimes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like to me,
even Kobe said it in an interview one time.
Because Kobe was literally a part of like a championship run where a referee did affect the outcome of a game.
Scandal. Yes.
So like there's
who's to say that like you can't? I mean, who's to say it can't happen? You know what I mean? You can't say it's like NFL or the NBA, but like individuals are human beings. So even if it's not the NFL, there could be a referee that's shaving points.
But yet to me, that doesn't make it a script though. Because like to me. Like I look at the things and it's just like okay, because like I have people say that all the time, where like you know last year, it wasn't the Chiefs who won the Super Bowl last year.
The Rams.
Yes, it was the Rams, and somebody was like, of course the Rams won the Super Bowl, like that's what the NFL wanted, and like I remember said that I was like, why would they want that?
What would they get out of it?
And they were like, oh, they're from LA, they're the new LA team, they're this and that, and then it's like they got Aaron Donald, they got Jalen Ramsey, and I'm just like. They had those guys for a couple of years, and it's like they didn't win.
They've been in LA for a couple of years.
Yeah, and I was like, they didn't win. And I was just like, you think if the NFL scripted it the way they wanted to script it, they would have put the Bengals in there? They would have put the Bengals and the Rams in there? I'm like, that's not what the NFL wants. The NFL wants the biggest thing like of all time. They would have had the Rams play the Bills or the Chiefs. Like, that would have been the whatchamacallit. That would have been the game.
I mean, there were a couple fluke plays for them Bengals against the Raiders. That kind of, I'm just saying, my bad.
There's a new Las Vegas team. Like, that would be nice if they would have let them win some games, right?
Play off that Allegiant Stadium.
Maybe some teams are just ass. You ever think about that? Like the Patriots, because that's what they look like. They look like what the Patriots were supposed to look like. It's about time, and it's like, welcome to mediocrity, motherfuckers.
I feel like
welcome.
I feel like you're speaking to one person, and you know
I'm speaking to Patriot Nation
in the comment section.
I'm speaking to
crazy.
Patriot Nation. Welcome to the dungeon, bro. This is what everybody else like. My family is Jets fans, and it's like they were just like, ha ha. Welcome to the club. We've been here for like 14 years.
Man's walked into the basement and Drew Bledsoe was there. I was like, I saved your seat.
Yeah, like, there's no cushion on the seat. Oh yeah, it's like that down here.
Look at walking down the steps. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm going to enjoy the next 3 seasons for the Patriots. I'm telling you.
I know we have a lot of things to get to, but like, there's been a lot of speculation about where a young Thomas Brady
I'm all set.
might go play football next year.
I'm all set.
And they're saying that there's a potential.
I'm all set, man.
What? You all set with what?
I'm all set with seeing him in the Raiders jersey.
I didn't say anything about him being in a Raiders jersey.
Okay. All right.
You went there. You don't want to see.
That is speculation.
You don't want Tom Brady instead of Derek Carr?
They're getting rid of Derek anyway. I wanted CJ Stroud, bro. Like, these dudes can't even. Huh?
You ain't got the answers. You don't got the money. You like to get up there and go do it. You don't got the.
We got 10 picks.
Okay.
We gonna move up in this draft.
You know what the Raiders are.
The thing that made me upset is just like,
that's how they got Darius Hayward back.
We're already losing. So we're going to go win 3 games and take us out of the CJ Stroud sweepstakes. Like, and they're saying that Bryce Young is predicted to go ahead of him. Yeah. But if so, then he would fall to the Colts and the Colts would take a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need to move up far. Let's just move up to...
What pick do you guys have?
Like the 7th or 8th. Right.
That's a lot.
Just enough to peek in the window at the mistake you made.
Like, are you guys sure you got the 7th, 8th pick? Who'd you get it from? You guys kept your own?
That's ours. Yeah, that's ours.
I thought you gave it to the Packers for Devontae Adams. Okay. I don't know, man. Like, it might be cheaper to just get Tom Brady.
No. For what? For 1 year, and then we gotta start over anyway.
I mean, if that 1 year he wins you a ring, is it not worth it?
Heck yeah, but.
I don't think it's any of those.
Coming from somewhere else.
Why do you?
I don't know.
There's no reason to have so many of these stopwatches.
So listen, even if he does win us the ring, it's not gonna be enjoyable because now I gotta listen to Pats fans talking about Tom had to get y'all. I'm all set with it, man. I'm all set. I don't like you doing me a favor that comes with an obligation. Like if you looking out for me because we friends, and we try to be cool. Okay, great. But I don't want you to do it to be like, oh, remember that time? Like, don't be that friend where like, yo, man, I got this dope outfit. Can I hold your kicks for today? Like, yeah, sure. And then we get out in public and the girls is feeling me like, yo, you only look dope because you got my sneakers on. Like, fam, what's up with you right now? Like, nah, I'm all set, man. You can keep Tom and your little funky sneakers, man. I'm all set.
Okay. There's a lot. That was a lot.
My bad. I apologize.
But for the most part, like what I've been hearing is like I've heard talk of San Francisco. I've heard talks of New Orleans, Miami, the Jets, Washington, and a return to the Patriots. Like, are any of
all
those
the same names that are surrounding Derek Carr's name?
Are any of those more likely than the others, or one that you would rather see than any of them?
For Tom?
Yeah.
Go back to the Pats. Suck with the Pats. That would be great.
Fantastic, right?
Yes, that would be great for you to go back to the Pats and they'd be happy. Like, yes, we got Thomas back. It's going to be great.
I feel like he has like this thing where it seems like he hates the Patriots for some reason. And if that is the case, I feel like there's no better way to get back at him than to be a Jets fan.
I don't think he can go. Whoa.
To be the Jets' new quarterback? I feel like there's no better way at getting back at the Patriots.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that. Oh, you got Garrett Wilson over there too, young Garrett Wilson.
Elijah Moore.
Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
And then the demons on defense and Sauce Gardner.
That would be the one time I root for Thomas. That would be the one time I root for Thomas.
Those 2 games a year?
Oh, yeah. I'm wearing a Jets jersey twice a year.
Whoa. Wear the jersey?
Yes, I would wear
If Tom Brady goes to the Raiders and wins a championship, are you getting a Tom Brady jersey?
Heck no.
Couldn't do it?
No.
What if he's like, this is my apology for the tuck rule. Like, I'm going to win y'all one. You're not getting a jersey?
So, fam, listen. I am in love with this woman. I proposed to her. She said yes. You slept with her on the night of my wedding and took her from me. And now you try and come back and give me trinkets? You took my life away.
You took everything. But now you're with a new girl, and it's like, you know what? This is actually a little bit better than before. He introduced you to some new shorty who's the actual love of your life.
And then I found out she was only around for a little bit and she dead.
Yeah. That happens too.
Yeah, I'm all set. I'm good with it, man. I'm all set, man.
I mean, after he sets you up, it's up to you how the rest of the stuff goes. Like, all he can do is introduce you to a dimer.
Nah, fam, I'm all set, man. I don't want to see Thomas in a Raider jersey, man. I don't want to deal with the Patriot fans. I don't want to.
What if he brings Bronco? Sorry.
Heck no.
I'm sorry. Speaking of quarterbacks on the move and like other destinations and stuff like that, things are looking really weird in the Lamar Jackson camp as well. Like, what's going on with that?
Same with Green Bay. You seen Alan Lazard's interview?
I did not.
Yeah, they were like, so what are you?
We were gonna get to him. Don't get me wrong.
He's like, yeah. So what are your thoughts about Aaron Rodgers and what he could possibly be doing next year? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be here. I'm supposed to be worried about another man. I gotta worry about myself.
You're not wrong.
Packers might look real crazy too, but yeah,
they looked real crazy this year.
Yes, but
and nothing was better and more of like a quencher than it's like, oh, Jamal Williams, this running back that you used to have and you tossed away like dirty laundry, just came back and did y'all.
With all his Naruto gear on.
All the Naruto gear. Came back and did y'all filthy.
Don't let these tears fool you. Still a dog.
Knocked you out of playoff contention, boy.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He had a funny interview too. He was like, okay, you ain't want me. You kicked me to the side. Now I got a new girl. She treat me nice. Take me out to eat for dinner. Yo, Jamal Williams is hilarious.
He is slowly becoming like one of the most popular players in NFL, and I think he's the touchdown leader again for running backs. Like I think it's 17
I think he has touchdowns and Josh has yards.
Yeah.
Yep. And it was close. He had a very strong year. But
as the backup running back,
I would take Lamar in a heartbeat.
I think anybody would.
Yeah.
For some reason, the only people that don't think that is the Ravens.
Yeah. This is going to be your loss. It's going to be your loss. This man has accounted for 85% of your offense, and as soon as he was not playing, y'all been getting smacked around like crazy. And I don't know what people be thinking, man.
Devontae Adams has been like super supportive of Derek Carr like through this whole thing. Mm-hmm. How much do you think his tune would change if like all of a sudden Lamar Jackson was
his tune's already changed?
What do you mean?
He was like, yeah, I came here to be with Derek, and he's my good friend, but it's always been a dream of mine to play for the Raiders. He's already nipped that.
I didn't even hear that part.
Oh yeah. He's already said he's good. He's good. Sorry, Derek. We'll still be friends.
Jared Stidham didn't look that bad.
He looked terrible. He did the same thing Derek Carr did. What you mean? Get that man up out of here, man. No, man. No.
I was trying.
Get your hopes all up, and then what does he do? Pick. It's like, my bad, coach. I forgot what color jerseys he was wearing.
Oh, my goodness.
Like, come on, man. Little baby point shaver.
But, like, yo, Jesus. Well, Lamar.
There's an origin story to that nickname, but I won't share it.
Well, Lamar, though. Mm-hmm. And a Raiders uniform would be crazy. But
in a heartbeat.
But, like,
in a heartbeat. I'll tell you, right, if Lamar Jackson goes to the Raiders, we are going to the Super Bowl. Straight like that.
I think you said the same thing last year about, like, if we get Devontae Adams, we going straight to the Super Bowl. Y'all went straight to the toilet bowl.
I didn't say that. I didn't say we was going to the Super Bowl. I was hyped, but I didn't say we was going to the Super Bowl.
You like, we got Chandler Jones? That wasn't you?
Nah, I was hyped about our roster, yes. But you got to think, if you get a Lamar Jackson, literally everything that you do in the draft this season is all defense. You don't have to do anything with the offense anymore. Maybe get an old lineman, but that's like something that you could pick a pocket, maybe make a trade or something to get an old lineman. I would go all defense, everything. We need DBs, we need linebackers. Like I would go ham on the defense and trust. I wouldn't even care about the O-line. You know why? Because if you get back there at Lamar anyway, it's your poison. Because he's gonna take off for 30 anyway.
Is Josh Jacobs coming back?
Yeah, he said he's gonna come back. Josh Jacobs committed. So we in a good spot.
He said he's coming back. Did the Raiders say he's coming back? Because they could do it. They could pull a Ravens on him and be like, yeah, we all set.
Mark Davis ain't. He's not an idiot. He done, but he ain't an idiot. Kicking your own player, your own fans out the freaking stadium. That was weird.
But the only other quarterback that would be on the market, and we talked about it like quite briefly, was Aaron Rodgers. Mm-hmm. They were talking about him. I don't know if you watched the broadcast of it. Mm-hmm. They were acting like he was going to die and like he was retiring. They were like, the last time you see Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau, like they're doing like all that, and I'm like, do they know something that we don't know? Because like last time I checked, this brother just signed a 4-year deal this past summer.
I don't know. They said Jamal Williams went to him after the game asking for his jersey. He said, "I think I'm gonna hold on."
Yeah, he said he's not giving it up.
Yeah.
Or Jameson Williams.
Yeah. He said, "I think I'm gonna hold on to this one."
Yeah.
Mm.
My thing is like he doesn't have a lot of say in that though, because like you signed the contract.
I mean, these dudes be doing a lot of felonious stuff, man. I wouldn't be
This
surprised.
isn't the NBA. This isn't the NBA where it's like you can trade people and like contracts are fully guaranteed and stuff like that. It's like there's a lot of things in there to like.
I get it, but if that man's talking about he injured or he don't want to play or something like that, they gonna off him.
One of these quarterbacks, you can mark my words. I don't know if you want to make some sort of like board bet or like whatever on this. Either Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, or one of these guys will be the Jets quarterback.
Okay. Marking your words. On January 10th, 8:59 p.m.
So you don't want to make any sort of wager. You just going to go mark my words? All right.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Because it's a win-win for me. It's enjoyable because either one of them quarterbacks go to the Jets, it means more trouble for the Patriots.
I also think, barring I don't know how you want to put it, but like the Tua situation, health-wise. Let me tell you something about.
It ain't a far drive. So would you take Thomas in Miami?
Let me tell you something about Lamar Jackson.
Shoot.
But Lamar coming to Miami.
Oh my goodness.
Just think about this. A man once said, "Bouncing in the city when the heat is on all night on the beach to the break of dawn. Go on to Miami and venimos a Miami. Lamar, you know you want to, baby. We appreciate you over here. We love you over here. Think about it. You got the cheetah and the penguin on the same roster. Oh my God, Lamar, we would love you. They got no state tax, sunshine and rainbows. We'll put you in the Bad Boys 5. You good, boy. Come on, Lamar.
It's not a bad pitch. That's not a bad pitch.
Come on.
That was pretty dope.
Just think about it.
Or you could just come to Vegas.
Our quarterback almost died 4 times this year, and we still made the playoffs. Just think about it.
Or you could just come to Vegas.
What's the selling point for Vegas?
It's Vegas.
I don't think
go to Vegas more than they go to Miami.
Ain't no way, boy. Spring break?
Okay, 1 week.
Yeah, that's a whole week with like all the people that go there.
People go to Vegas more than they go to Miami.
There's no way. There's got to be a way that we can settle that.
It's lost its luster. It's not what it is.
No, that's Vegas. Like what you're talking about is like people don't go to Vegas like that.
You said that's Vegas.
Like you're literally like you're speaking. You're projecting. That's what you're doing.
I like it. All right. Let's move on.
I mean,
so the playoffs are set.
Yep. Packers got bumped out.
Yep. Did the Steelers make it?
They did not.
They did not. But they won.
They did.
But
they won big too.
They needed somebody else to lose.
Yes. It all eventually came down to the Patriots and Dolphins. Mm-hmm. And it was like if the Patriots lost and the Dolphins won, like everything was all set like at that point in time. Because like I think even if the Dolphins would have lost, then the Jets would have just took that spot.
How about Jacksonville beating Tennessee to get in?
Are we surprised by that? Tennessee's been like a dead team. I think they've lost like 5 games in a row.
Yeah, but what happened?
Injuries. Like that team's been injured, and it's like they're not that good. The team been dookie.
See a video of Mike Vrabel walking out of a staff meeting after they told him that AJ Brown got traded. It's like,
well, how'd that look? I didn't see that.
It looked crazy. He was like sitting at a table. He had like a white shirt and a tie on or something like that. But the GM had let him know that they traded AJ Brown. He got up and just walked out. He was mad. Like he looked like he was gonna do a double back and he just walked out. He was so tight. And
he's a good coach.
GM's not even there no more.
Yeah, you think?
GM gone. You and AJ both gone. And AJ balling.
And AJ went and did them filthy like in like week 14 or whatever. He showed back up and scored like 2 touchdowns out of
$120 and 2 touchdowns, something crazy like that. Yep.
And the thing is, that team, like, besides the fact that they're injured, it's like, what do they need? A star wide receiver who they traded away for nothing. Mm-hmm. And it's like, yeah. And then they wound up not making the playoffs like at all because of, like injuries and stuff like that. Like, Derrick Henry got to be like, what's the move, guys? But at the same time, like, where could he realistically go? Like, he's pretty much, he's a Titan for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And like,
that sucks for him too.
My boy Tannels, man. I always got love for him.
Yeah, got nothing but love for you.
But is that all we have for the NFL?
Yeah.
I was thinking, because the college.
So
We had the big college championship game yesterday, Georgia versus TSU.
got one job, and my homies could be national champs right now. Freaking kicker, miss a field goal against Georgia. Literally told everybody, this is the championship game. This is the championship game. If anybody can beat Georgia, it's Ohio State, and we in there. I ain't even gonna get into the whole was it targeting or not against Marvin Harrison Jr., which took him out midway through the third, so he couldn't play the rest of the game. I think that was a pivotal call. Depending on who you ask, you're gonna get different answers. It's whatever, here nor there. When it's all said and done, you have a chance at a game-winning field goal, and this man act like you ever like have something like get in your face, you're like, whoa, and just smack it to the. That's how far.
Watch an Avatar too.
There you go. That ball went clean to the left. I would have felt better if it was almost there and I'm on the edge of my seat, and like as soon as it left his foot, I was like, I turned the TV off. Game over. And then Georgia proceeded to teach TCU what football really looked like and treated them like a youth football program. I have not stopped seeing video. I've seen the Tyrese screaming stop. I've seen the dude from Rocky saying throw the towel.
It was bad.
I've seen
it was what 32 to 7
I've seen Killmonger walking around saying, "Is this your king? This is your king." It's like I heard one person saying, "We're a second half team." Second half team is a funeral. It's bad, man. They only scored 7 points while these dudes proceeded to put up 65 on their head top. QB has 6 touchdowns, 4 throwing and 2 rushing. It's out of control.
This is the product that you guys say is better than the NFL?
Nah, it is more entertaining.
How do you figure?
It's pretty dope. I think the problem is, and what they're going to be fixing is that it has to be more than 4 teams in the playoff. So I think
that's an obvious thing.
Yeah, I think what they're going to do is go to like 6 or 8. But I think the best thing to do is just take the conference champions and just put them all in there.
All right, hear me out.
Okay.
How many games are in a college football season?
10, 11.
Well, that's not that much. Is there a way we could chop off a week and realistically do a March Madness style football tournament, but not the 64 teams? If we put that in half, we did the 32 teams. It wouldn't work?
It's too much football.
That's a problem?
For the players, yes. With all the medical conditions, like I go from.
We do so many stupid ass bowl games, like anyways. Like there's like a Tostitos, or not Tostitos, a good one.
Yeah, but
there's like the Papagenos bowl. It's
yeah,
like,
but think about how many they would have to end up playing like 2 games a week. That's dangerous.
No, but like I'm saying that we don't do that. Like we extend it, and it's like
instead of playing the regular season, they just play a few games regular season and then just go
not
straight into the bracket.
If it's 11 games. And we chop it down to like 10, if we chop it down to 9, 10 games. So then we take those 2 extra weeks and we tack it on.
But how do you decide which colleges? There's a lot of colleges. How would you decide who's the 32?
It's the same way that they do for the NCAA. It's like you play your certain amount of games and they go by record.
6 games ain't enough games to get ranked.
I said 9 to 10 games.
Oh, 9 to 10 games. So they playing a full season. And then they go in.
You said it's 11 games this season.
Yeah, so you're taking away 1 week. But
I said 2 weeks. We do 9 games.
All right, so you're taking away 2 games. But you're essentially adding 8.
No, you're adding like 2 weeks, aren't you? Wouldn't that be the case?
No, because if it's 32 teams, they would have to 16. Play 16.
Yep.
And then 16 goes to 8, and then 8 goes to 4, and then 4 goes to 2. So you're adding 5 more games.
Okay.
I mean, but if you're thinking about, they're really probably only adding 3, because if you think about the traditional playoff, is 4 teams that go to 2. So those are 2 weeks of more football.
What's the maximum they could do? 16 or 8?
I mean, I feel like if they do a 10-game season now, and then they have the conference championships, that's 11, and then you do the bowl game, that's 12, and then the championship, that's 13. So yeah, it's probably like 13, 14 games. Because I think Georgia's ending record was 14-0.
Yes, that was.
And TCU's was 13-1, and that's their record while they're playing the game. So you would have to think they played 15 games. So,
don't say like, could we, if we do an Elite 8, is that better? Because we're only at 4 now, right?
I think that's what they're going to do. I think they're going to raise it to 8. But I think the best thing to do is just take all the conference champs.
How many conferences are there?
I want to say 12. I could be wrong.
There is 12. I'm pretty sure.
12,
I think you're right.
Yes.
So yeah, that's got. But then you can't do that either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like it doesn't even out. Because
Oh,
you
I see what
play,
you're
so if you
saying.
go from playing 6 games to then you play 3 games, and it's
Yeah.
like it doesn't work like that. So like
Mhm.
you would almost need to go to a 16. So like you could have all the conference championships and then like 3 of the teams that had the best record
Mhm.
left or something like that. Like that's like the only thing that I can think of.
Yeah, and I also think one of the fears of not fears, but like one of the things that they're being mindful of, if you do extend those teams, then now you're watching playoff college ball at the same time that you're watching playoff NFL ball, and you could have a national championship around the same time you have a Super Bowl.
But like, isn't the national championship always on like a Monday?
Yep, Monday or the bowl games are on Saturdays and stuff like that. But you know the NFL, they want to be in control of everything. That's why they got games on Saturdays now, on Mondays, on Thursdays.
So like we just had it this week, right?
Mhm.
If we added the 3 more weeks, like that makes it to the week before the Super Bowl, right? So
Yeah.
technically, that week where we're watching the Pro Bowl,
Mhm.
instead we'd be watching like the college football championship, which is probably like better for them, you would think, right?
Have all the Pro Bowl stuff lead up to the college football.
Yeah, because the Pro
national
Bowl stuff would be
championship.
the weekend, and then Monday would be the national championship.
I mean, you're putting your ideas out there. You know what's gonna happen next, right? You're gonna see your idea
steal
on
it.
Twitter, and somebody gonna steal it. And not give you no credit.
It'll be the NCAA themselves because they love stealing on the NCAA.
Oh, they be listening. Oh, they be listening.
But that's all we had for the playground today, right?
Yes.
I know, like we had like the NFL topic or the NBA topic, but it's like it was a really messy week. I didn't get a lot of NBA games in,
I did not either.
and like we're kind of like in the dog days of the NBA, like getting ready to get to the All-Star break.
Mm-hmm.
But like we will come back with something next week. I know that we are talking about like our 5, stars most likely to get traded was one of them,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe we should do also top 5 trade targets or players likely to be traded at the deadline.
Okay.
Because we are coming up to the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with that being said, this ends the playground. So this is the end of everything in there. If we're missing stuff, if you have some comments about Derek Carr, where you think Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, or Lamar Jackson go, make sure you put them in the comments. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications. Heavyweight Bros, we out this